Want to learn how to build preppy houses like this one, but you're having problems like this? Well, not to worry, I'll be teaching all of you guys that. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to set the atmosphere, how to make your walls and floors, how to choose preppy clutter, and more. Without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Missing someone.
Decided on the gingerbread house because I just think it's a good size house for what I'm trying to build. Before I start actually building, I'm just going to do a little before and after thing. So here's the before. So I noticed in other people's builds, they like to actually keep some of the furniture, but honestly, I don't really like the furniture that the house comes with originally. So it's just easier to delete it, in my opinion. Alright, so that is the before, and yeah, obviously I'm gonna delete all the furniture like I said before. I just like to have a clean slate, you know? Anyways, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around the entire house and I'm gonna color all of the floors and walls white. Next step, and personally my favorite, is setting the atmosphere. So first I just like to get a basic mirror and use that so I can see what the outside actually looks like. The next thing you're going to want to do is set up the atmosphere. I like to start with the sunset setting and then just change it to my liking. So I'm going to be doing a pinkish purplish kind of vibe because it's going to be an Easter/spring house. So yeah, whatever fits your build the best you can use. Next step, and honestly one of the most crucial steps, is setting up the color scheme. So what I like to do is set it up before I build so I know what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to grab the bricks, which I already have a lot of in my storage, and just, yeah, make a color scheme. I'm going to be doing a lot of like purples, pinks, yellows, because like I said, it's a spring build. Again, feel free to use any of the colors I use. I'll be linking them all down below in the description. Then after you've made your color scheme, what I like to do is I like to take the selection box right here at the top of your screen, the little dotted box with the mouse clicker in it, and then just put it somewhere where you're not going to use it a lot, like on your ceiling or something. I highly recommend having a fly pet if you're going to put it somewhere like that, but if not, just put it somewhere where you're not going to really decorate a lot. Obviously, once you're done with that, save all of it to your color palette. Next step to building your preppy houses is the floors, which honestly, I always struggle with these so much, if I'm being completely honest right now. Anyways, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to take your floor palette, You're going to take your floor panel and put it as close to the floor as you possibly can. Now, I did give a tutorial on the floors in my coquette walls video, which you should watch. It is like a really good tutorial. Yeah, and then make it whatever color you want. And then copy and paste it. Oh yeah, make sure your grid size is the smallest. I made that mistake here. But yeah, then you're gonna kind of just copy it and make it look like a floor. I don't even know how to describe it. I described it way better in that last video. But yeah, and something I found really helpful if you struggle with this is adding a tiny gap, like one that nobody's really gonna notice, in between the floor panels. So yeah, do that if you really struggle like I do. And I'm gonna speed the rest of this part up because yeah. The next step you only have to do if you have like these ugly brown pillars. I think it's like the Christmas pudding house and the gingerbread house, a few others, and then rotate it along the, wait, what's it called again? I'm not certain, but I think you rotate it along the x-axis. Guys, I do not pay attention at school at all, I'm sorry. Size it up to your liking and then color it whatever color you want, obviously. And kind of just follow what I'm doing for the rest of it, I guess. It does not have to be pretty. Nobody's really going to be paying attention to this part. We're probably going to be covering it anyways. But yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just cover it enough so the brown isn't showing. The next step is to make the front door, which honestly, this is my favorite part. But first, you're going to get this fancy wardrobe, and you're going to make it just so that way it covers the front door, and then bring it down a little bit so there's not that little gap in between, and color it to your liking. Next step is to get the normal doorway. I do not know why I'm taking so long to find it in this clip, but yeah, just find the normal doorway. Just the normal curved doorway. I already have 2 of them in my storage. You're going to see a lot of the stuff I use I already have in my storage because I just decorated the Hollywood house for a video and I lost all that footage, so I honestly just sold the house and now I have so much stuff in my storage. But anyways, I'm going to stop yapping now and get back onto the actual video. Try to place the curved doorway kind of where I placed it. I made it this light yellow color. But anyways, the next step is to get this ice archway, place it where I place it, and then color it to your liking. Next, you're gonna grab the Queenslander wall doorway thing and place it right in the center. So I decided to block some parts off, so if you want to do that, then go ahead. For this next part, you can just skip it if you don't have stairs, but since I have stairs, I will be doing it, obviously. For the next step, you're going to grab this square column and color it whatever color your heart desires, and then kind of just size it underneath the stairs, and yeah, kind of do like a color pattern. You'll see, I'm just going to speed this part up, but it looks really cool in my opinion. So yeah, that's what the finished results look like. Kind of just like cool design. You could also build something back there if you want. Definitely not forcing, but yeah, pretty cool, just color pattern. All right, next I will be teaching you guys how to make walls. So I like to use rugs, some rugs like the checkered rug, the striped rug. For this specific wall, I'm using the finished line checkered rug. I literally have 24 of them in my storage right now. So yeah, just grab that and make it whatever color you want. I really want to do like a yellow colored kind of theme, so I'm going to be making it yellow. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the advanced move and put it almost completely in the wall, but not completely, if that makes sense. I'll show you guys. So just like until there, you're going to put it in the wall and then copy and paste it until it covers the entire wall. That is basically it for our first wall design, just the checkered line rug, and we're going to also add clutter onto the wall, which we'll get onto later in the video. The second idea is another really cute one. So you're going to get this striped rug. I literally have like 50 of these in my storage. I'm not completely sure. Yeah, I have literally exactly 50, but you're just going to grab these and size them up if you want, size them down. I'm going to size mine up a little bit, just because I don't want to use a ton, because I'm definitely going to use them later. But yeah, I'm going to be doing purple colored rugs, so yeah. Then you're going to line them up against the wall. Next, I believe it's the bull base wall trim. I do not know why that word is so hard to say. And just line it up on the top of the striped rugs like this. Next, go and get the Queenslander wall trim. I literally have 25 of these in my storage, but yeah, line them up against the wall just like you did with all the other ones. Next, you're gonna go ahead and search up ice. It should pop up immediately when you search it. Yeah, just rotate it normally, obviously, then along the x-axis. See, I'm not that terrible at math. And then go to advanced move and kind of just put it into the wall. Color it how your heart desires, and yeah. And honestly, just be creative with it. It doesn't really matter. And use the other ones, and yeah, do that along the entire wall. And yeah, that basically concludes the second wall idea. Moving on to the third one. This one is my favorite and probably the best for beginners in my opinion. But you're going to take the basic mirror and size it up so it covers the entire wall like I'm doing in this scene. Then you're going to go into the advanced tools, the little 4 arrows at the top. And you're going to move it kind of so it's like completely like as much as you can into the wall for that way it's still showing. I did not know how to describe that. Then you're going to take the royal rug, this is my favorite to use, and you're going to line it up like in a row from the top to the bottom of the mirror. Now this actually takes us into our next category, which is preppy clutter. So some examples of preppy clutter are randomly placed items like stars, hearts, neon arrows, and rugs, and also pumpkins, crates, wheels, mirrors, surfboards, jukeboxes, palm trees, arches, the 50s pet bed, the hay bed, basically anything you find cute. If you have an empty blank wall like this one, you can just clutter it with anything that you think is preppy clutter. I like to use vanity mirrors and stars like you'll see in this next clip. I was decorating these pink pillars with cutting boards. I might do a little more later, but I don't think I'm going to because honestly it's a lot of work. But I'm basically going to do the same thing I did onto the royal rugs that I did onto the white wall earlier. Just probably with some more clutter, obviously, because it's a bigger space. Also gonna add a little palm tree in the corner because, you know, just a blank space I need to fill. If you have corners, I would highly recommend putting palm trees. You could also put like lamps and stuff, but I like palm trees. In this next clip, I'll be showing you guys not really a build hack, but like how to make like a preppy kind of window. So you're gonna get the large window and make it whatever color your heart desires. I'm probably gonna do like a pink purplish color thing. And then you're gonna go and get the quarter slice window. I think that's what it's called. Just the regular quarter slice window. And then you're gonna size it down and make it like so it fits the top half, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it, but kind of just what I'm doing here. And then make it match the color that your window is. Then you're just going to copy and paste that and put it on the other side. Then just repeat that with however many windows you want to put on the next side. And then I think it's too easy to be considered a build hack on this clip, but I'm just going to try and fill up my space with some stuff over here. I'm going to make it kind of look like an actual entrance to a house.
But yeah, you can copy what I'm doing here, or you can do whatever you want for your own house.
I'm going to be speeding this part up. And also, if you have a specific theme, like I'm doing a spring/Easter house, I'm also adding the chick fridge. You can add something like that, like if you're doing a specific theme, you can add different types of clutter that match it. Okay, lovelies, the rest of this video is pretty much just going to be a speed build of the entrance. So if you're not interested in that, you can go ahead and click off the video. But I will be pointing out some build hacks along the way. Another thing I like to do is I like to add the school board and write like my 2026 Christmas build and then the name of my YouTube channel, just so I can claim it as mine, basically. On the windows, on that middle like corner part, you can put a little heart mirror window on it. It makes it look a lot cuter in my opinion. For the floors of my build, I also clutter them with rugs. It makes it look a lot more full and preppier in my opinion. Another little trick to make your build stand out is you could take the hospital lights and put them underneath the floor, and it just makes the whole thing look a lot better. Another hack I like to do, and this is what a lot of preppy builders do, is you could take the arrows and put them underneath the ground. It's a really good preppy build hack. A build hack I like to use for the rugs to make this little really cute star rug is to take 2 heart rugs and kind of overlap them to make a little star shape. If you have a really preppy pet you like, you can also use a pet display and put your pet on there. It makes the house look a lot preppier. Alright lovelies, this is the finished result for part 1. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, you should definitely watch the other parts to learn how to make your houses even preppier.